Hey everybody, so my YouTube presentation is on recruiting practices, and we talked a little bit in class about both internal and external methods of finding the right person to fill a job opening and various ways of going about that. When I searched for an article online about the subject, I came across something from a restaurant recruiter who specializes in finding the right person for a particular restaurant so the business doesn't have to go through all the work of doing it themselves. The article is from a website called FOHBOH, and the author/recruiter is Brian Bruce. In his article, he makes the claim that the only good way to find the right candidate for the job is to go through a restaurant recruiter. My immediate reaction was that he is simply plugging his own profession and that the article would have a definite bias against all other types of recruiting methods. As it turns out, he does in fact point out the negative aspects of using traditional methods of job searches like online job search engines and newspaper posts. However, he does make a good case for relying upon a restaurant recruiter to find your company's best investment. The article says that the person you're trying to find is what Mr. Bruce calls a quote, passive candidate, end quote. By this he means if you want a top-notch, grade A person to work for you, he's probably already working someplace where he's paid very well and valued for his technical skill, work ethic, and overall positive influence to the business. In reality, he is not looking for a job or some sort of change. The job of the recruiter is to hunt this type of person out and get him to come over to your business by offering something better than he already has. Had you relied on traditional methods such as an online job posting or newspaper ad, you will end up with people actually looking, maybe even desperate for a job. These types of people will either be recently fired for one reason or another, or simply lack the experience needed to be hired at other restaurants, something that could only be discovered after hours of reviewing the resume, time interviewing, and perhaps on-site work. The key point with external recruiting is to find the quality of people who aren't actually looking for a new job and to offer them something better than they already have. Another way the author slams traditional types of job recruitment is the post-hiring effect they have on your business. It may be true that hiring someone from an online posting, despite a remarkable resume, solid interview, and apparent seamless integration into your business, he may not actually be a solid investment. The truth is, when someone uploads the resume onto a site like careerbuilders.com and waits for an employer to call them, there are a number of potential employers looking at the same candidate until he removes a specific profile. Now, suppose you did hire someone like this, and for the first few weeks everything seemed to be working out great. Even though he's working at your restaurant, he may still receive calls from other businesses after you've already hired him. If a better offer does come along, the person might just take that new deal, leaving your business to start again from square one. The obvious problem with this is that you have invested both time and money searching for someone who has just picked up and left. All the money spent on the job posting plus the time spent on the interviewing and quasi-orientation to the restaurant has all been washed down the drain. The business has not only lost valuable time and money, but they are back at square one with nothing to show for the previous endeavor. One positive note to this predicament is that the specific recruiter offers a sort of money-back guarantee. He states that most recruiters are not paid until the right candidate is found and becomes a permanent part of the business. Compared to online or paper ads, you will be paying regardless of the number of responses you get, interviews you conduct, and people hired, whether short-term or otherwise. The recruiter offers a sort of safety net for your business when a potential employee falls through and someone else is needed in a short amount of time. The takeaway point from this article is that a recruiter offers an almost guarantee of a quality individual who will stick around for an extended period of time, as well as a shift of the responsibility of hiring someone for the position from a manager or someone else in the company to the recruiter. In addition, the recruiter will search out the top of the line candidates who may not actually be looking for a new job, but are needed for your business to be a success in exchange for a fee that might be much less than that of venturing the route of traditional job searches. I hope you enjoyed this presentation and persuaded you that when looking into external types of recruitment, a restaurant recruiter may be the safest and most financially responsible choice you can make for your business. Thanks, and see you all on Wednesday.